Good morning everyone. Welcome to the class of marketing management. Today we will discuss about marketing organizations, and after discussing this topic you will be able to understand what are the different types of marketing organizations, various stages of development of a marketing organization, the factors affecting the design of the marketing organization, how to design a marketing organization to suit the organizational requirements, and the growing importance of marketing within the organizational structure of a firm. Now, we will start with the topic. As we all know, a marketing organization is both an orienting point for the cooperative endeavor and a structure of the human relationship. It is a group of individuals striving jointly to reach qualitative and quantitative objectives and bearing formal and informal relations to one another. A successful marketing organization is one in which the functions of each department are carefully planned and coordinated, and the efforts of the individuals are supervised. A successful marketing organization also organizes scarce resources towards the goal of delivering products and services in the hands of customer for profit. In this, we shall discuss in detail the various ways in which the marketing function can be organized and the considerations involved in designing various organizational structure or the marketing organizations. Before we start with the topic, let us first discuss what is the principle of designing an organization. Marketing organization refers to any system, body or group of people comprising various subsystems or parts which can interrelated or interdependent for achieving the organization's marketing goal. A marketing organization can be formal or informal. A formal marketing organization has specific marketing objectives to achieve, and this is the very reason for the organization's existence. An informal marketing organization has no specific objective to achieve and is an association of marketing individuals by chance or event. Objectives may relate to making a profit or market share or mind share also. When we refer to a marketing organization, it can mean a firm or company involved in a business or a non-business agency and which has a set of marketing goals. Irrespective of the nature of an organization, the principle involved in its design are the same, like departmentalization. It involves the integration of differentiates and grouping of individual into departments and divisions. Then we have standardization, which refers to existence of procedures and systems which helps integrate the entire organization. Then specialization is also a task of marketing organization, which means the division of labor based on which a particular type of activity is differentiated from another. Jobs are also assigned to individual based on their specialization only. Then centralization is the level at which decision making authority is concentrated. It involves designing formal reporting relationship and information system leading to hierarchical levels and span of control. Then we have formalization also, which refers to the extent to which all procedures, systems and policies are written so that the organization become independent of the person who founded it and acquires a lifespan substantially longer than any one individual. Then structure refers to the total configuration or arrangement of individuals, departments, reporting relationship, information flow, the span of control, all of which gives the organization its specific shape. Then we have evaluation of this entire system, which refers to providing systems for appraisal and compensation. And given these basic principles, one can have many kind of organizational structure to choose from. In making the choice, the marketing manager should evaluate the alternative structure based on facilitating the achievement of objectives and accomplishment of task, managerial control and management of cost. As the time goes on, we have a changing role of marketing organization, and the role of an organization can be compared to the skeleton of the human body. It provides the framework within which functions takes place. Whereas the skeletal function is the same for all human beings, it varies between firms. This is because all enterprises have their objectives, resources and corporate plans to achieve those objectives. The role of marketing function and its place in the overall organization has been changing over time. From a situation where marketing was treated as a selling arm of the factory, it has come a full circle where marketing dictates what is to be produced. Over time, not only has the organization of the marketing activity undergone many changes, but also its growing importance has influenced the entire concept of viewing the business. More and more firms are now adopting the marketing orientation, that is, the customer and his needs from the nucleus of all activities of the firm. All the activities and tasks are organized around the customer. The firm with marketing orientation has come into being after passing through many distinct phases. Like simple sales department, the three most basic functions needed for every business are production, finance and marketing. Today, the end of the 19th century and during the earlier 20th century, production was considered to be of prime importance and was given all the attentions. Most firms had only a sales staff headed by a sales manager and no marketing activity was there. The sales function was treated as an adjutant to the production whose responsibility was to sell whatever the factory produces. Then we have sales department with some marketing function. As the firm expanded, its operations also expanded on a larger scale, and it found that merely selling what the factory produced was not enough to sustain the growth momentum. A firm aspiring for growth and leadership must match its production and customer needs. Hence, there was a need for some marketing research and new product development. At this stage, the selling department began to take on these responsibilities of marketing, and apart from marketing research and new product development, it also undertook some promotional and advertising activities. Then we have a separate marketing department, and this is a stage when the need for the complete range of marketing function is felt and a full-fledged marketing department is established. The sales activity, which continued to dominate, but as compared to other activities, its importance is reduced. Sales and marketing may continue to be organized as two separate departments, and there may be frequent clashes between the two. The sales department may feel that its existence is being threatened by the marketing department and could apprehend a great design for its takeover. The marketing department in its place may feel that the salespeople are unnecessarily putting obstacles in the way of integrating all the marketing activities, including sales. The root cause of all such conflict is the lack of understanding that sales is a part and parcel of marketing and needs the support of other departments to be truly integrated. Marketing departments were established, and this is the stage where sales and marketing are integrated and organized into a single department. The marketing director heads the department with the sales manager reporting to him. The other activities such as marketing research, promotion and advertising, marketing information, customer service and new product development are also organized in this department under the marketing director. We have some figures depicting an integrated marketing organization, and the marketing oriented organization is one which is guided by customer needs. Such an organization needs to be flexible to accommodate customer changing tastes and habits and accordingly modify its products or develop new products. The distinctive characteristic of a marketing oriented organization starts by identifying customer needs and products that satisfy these needs. Marketing research is conducted continuously to monitor technological innovations regarding the product, customers' changing preferences, and give feedback to the research and development cell and production department to work on these ideas. Marketing shows the way and the production department follows. The general pattern of evolution of a marketing oriented organization usually accompanies the process of economic development. In industrially developed economies as compared to less developed and developing economies, customers are relatively more acknowledgeable and sophisticated. The pace of technological change is very fast and the marketing is characterized by a high mortality rate of product and product ideas. All these factors work to exert great pressure on the firms to be marketing oriented, since what sells like hot cake today may be a total flop tomorrow. As compared to the less developed economies, one will find more marketing oriented firms in the developed economies. But there are always exceptions to this general pattern, and even in developed economies, one can find firms in which the marketing organization is at an early stage of evolution. One may also find that some divisions have truly integrated marketing organization, but the firm as a whole is not marketing oriented. The objective of tracing the evolution of the marketing organization is to highlight the importance of marketing to everyone and to every firm. As we have seen, with increased economic development, the importance of marketing has also been growing. No firm can afford to be without marketing orientation. No firm, what the nature of the product, the ultimate success of every business firm is determined not in the laboratory but the marketplace, and to succeed in the marketplace, it is most crucial that one has a marketing organization that facilitates the process of marketing and supports the achievement of the objective. So, we have certain factors affecting marketing organization like the external and the internal environment of the firm as well as the economy where we are planning. Then what is the strategy of the organization or the company? What type of human resource is available to the firm, and the technological advancement taking place in a particular economy. All these four factors, environment, strategy, human resource and technology, will determine the design or the organizational structure of any organization. Therefore, we have certain considerations involved in designing the marketing organization, and several factors influence the design of the marketing organization, such as the objective and the goal of the firm, the nature of the product and the line of activity of the firm, its area of operations, nature of industry and the level of government involvement. A marketing manager should always consider these factors while designing a marketing organization. Now, first of all, we will take into consideration the objectives and the goals of the firm. The first consideration in designing the marketing organization is the firm's marketing objective and its goal. These objectives may pertain to desired marketing share, expected sales and the profit levels, and the desired position in the industry or in the market. Depending on the stated objectives, a suitable organization would have to be designed which would facilitate the achievement of all these objectives. Like for instance, a firm that strives to have the largest market share would need a different type of organization than one whose objective is to have the highest quality products. Then about the nature of the product and the line of authority. The nature of the product with which the firm is dealing will be the second consideration in the organizing the marketing organizations. To sell fast moving consumer goods, no special skills or training about the nature of the product is required. This we all know. These are the products which are well understood and comprehended by everyone. The firm dealing in such types of product need not look for salespeople with specialized knowledge when organizing its marketing setup. On the other hand, products such as air conditioners, refrigerators, industrial machines and computers require that the marketing people have at least a functional knowledge about the equipment before attempting to market them. One requires not only trained people but also needs to organize a supporting setup wherein he can train his customers about the proper uses of the equipment and also form an after sales service department to take care of the product complaints. In this case of product such as computers, one may need to provide technical guidance also to the customers about which software package to purchase and how to constantly upgrade the computer with compatible accessories available in the market. There is a category of specialty products such as ethical drugs and medicines, medical and scientific equipment. In this case, one needs thorough knowledge about the product and sometimes even a formal educational degree before he can market them. Drug stores and chemists cannot be licensed to sell before they have at least one qualified chemist in their employment. Ethical drugs are directly promoted to doctors through a salesman who is known as medical representative. Reputed pharmaceutical firms usually employ only science graduate for this job since it requires a basic understanding of the composition of the medicines, its possible reaction and side effect, and the ability to tackle queries on the product from knowledgeable doctors. Depending on the kind of product which one is marketing, one needs to induct a suitably educated and trained salesman. If finding the right people is difficult, one can provide in-house training to help people acquire the knowledge and skills necessary for marketing the product. Most airlines and hospitals provide in-house training to their people before they go on to the job. Besides training facilities, the marketing organization may need a separate cell for customers servicing, customer education and handling customer complaints. The number of product assortments which the company is providing to its various markets as well as to the customers will influence the type of marketing organization that one chooses. A firm marketing ready-made children's garment may choose to segregate its range of exclusive premium price wear from the medium priced range and organize two separate marketing teams as the two ranges are marketed to different sets of retail outlets. But since the basic product in both the price range are the same, the firm can have a common marketing organization catering to both categories of retail outlets. Firms with a highly diversified range of products need separate marketing organization to effectively market each of them. In deciding whether one needs a separate marketing organization or a common one should consider not only similarities like a product but also similarities in the type of customer needs and customers served and similarity in the marketing channels. Then we have area of operation as another consideration, and the number of market that a firm caters to and the location of these market is another factor that influences the decision regarding the type of marketing organization that a firm should adopt. If there are many markets which are located at a great distance from one another, a firm may have no choice but to have a separate marketing organization for different geographical markets. The greater the difference in individual markets in terms of customer taste and habits, the greater is the need for a separate, flexible, autonomous marketing organization at the local market level. This kind of autonomy in marketing organization can be allowed and can be entertained with suitable changes. The corporate headquarters may provide only the basic operating guidelines and specify the expected results, allowing the remaining operations to be organized according to the requirement of each market. These requirements may include modifying the products to suit the local climate and taste, designing relevant promotional strategies, employing local people, and adopting local sales personnel for different types of skills and techniques. Therefore, while discussing all these considerations, one more important factor is the nature of the industry which is planning to have a marketing organization. The design and structure of a marketing organization would vary depending on the nature of the industry in which a firm belongs. A firm characterized by fast changing customer preferences or rapid technological improvements needs a marketing organization which should be flexible to adapt to changing situations. Moreover, the marketing organization must be so designed that it facilitates active interaction within a related sub-function which are critical to the marketing success, such as sales and marketing research in the case of high fashion garments, and sales and research and development in electronic industry. The more the interface with other functions in the firm and sub-functions within the marketing function itself, the more the need for a structure that is flexible, properly organized, and permits the easy flow of information. Therefore, technological advancement or the type of technology prevailing in an economy is of utmost importance, and the combination of skills, knowledge, tools, equipment, computers and machines used in the organizations are very much important for any organizational design. More complex technology makes it harder for managers to regulate the organization, and the technology can be measured by task variety, like new problems a manager encounters every day, or task analyzability, that is programmed solution available to a manager to solve the problem. Then we have high task also, variety and low analyzability presents many unique problems to the manager which have flexible structure, works best in these conditions. And if any organization have low task variety and high analyzability, that allows manager to rely on established procedures. Therefore, computerization and upgradation of information system is a must, and the type of information system and communication technology also affects the organizational design. The advent of computers has led to the replacement of humans by machines for information processing, replacement of supervisory and managerial cadre which were performing the roles of supervising and controlling, and can now be done more efficiently by computers alone. And there is a greater decentralization of decision making process. The result is the progressive removal of many intermediate level of management and the evolution towards a flatter structure. Then we have certain impact of external environment and government intervention on the organizational design and structure, and the composition and character of the marketing organizations are influenced by the environment in which it operates. At the level of the firm, the environment consists of social, economic, political, legal and cultural factors. These factors have an impact on the operations of firm, including the marketing operations. Also, specific rules and regulations governing the product category and its marketing affects the marketing organization. The explicit media advertising, which involves describing the product and its content for alcohol and alcohol-based drink, is not permitted in India, as we all know. Given this restriction, liquor companies necessarily needs a strong sales organization which can develop and retain dealers and command prominent self-display at these outlets. Drugs, cements, fertilizers and certain categories of steel are subject to price control, and in such a situation some firms can afford a marketing organization while others cannot due to low margins and constraints on capacity and cost structure. Then we have type and methods of organizing the marketing organizations. Now, the organizational design refers to the formal and coordinated task of assigning territories and establishing flows of communication and responsibility for the marketing department and individuals who are serving as customer friendly, and they are making the customer services more effective. The development structure helps the marketing people to identify their roles, responsibilities and command the organization. A proper organizational design helps in enhancing productivity, reducing the conflicts and improving an individual's quality of work. This helps in identifying the content of the job, the qualifications and experience required to undertake the job, and the reward associated with the performance of the job. The marketing organization is designed based on the nature and the size of the overall organization, market coverage strategy, the complexity of the product offered, and the external conditions of the market, depicting the level of prevalent competition. Organizations adopt different kinds of structures, from simple line organization to special designs like functional organization, product management organization, market-centered organizations and metric organization. Methods other than these four are either their derivatives or a combination of these four. Like, we will take them one by one. First, we have the line organization. In a pure line organization, the chief executive does the decision making and decisions flow down the line of execution. The chief executive has all the authority over the marketing function. Many small marketing firms have such types of design. In these kinds of organization, decisions are made faster and overhead costs are low, and marketing people need to follow the command. These kinds of organizations are called one-man show organizations. Such organizations suffers from the daily firefighting operations of the executive, as they do not have time to do marketing planning and are busy in achieving marketing goals in the short run. An organization grows in size, some degree of specialization occurs, and then they are designed in a different base than our online functions. Therefore, we have functional organizations, and in the functional organization, various functions are performed as part of the overall marketing function, are the basis for the organizing the marketing setup. Each function is assigned to a specialist who report to the marketing manager. The most common function in marketing are sales, distribution, advertising, sales promotion, marketing research, marketing information system, dealer development, customer service, new product development and marketing planning. One may be using terms different from these to describe various functions. One will be able to identify the functions according to the terms used here. Once he has gone through the description of each function, in a small firm, all these functions may not be individually identified and differentiated, even though they are performed. Now, before designing all the types of marketing organizations or structure, we also have to take into consideration the job characteristic models. Like, job have 5 characteristics describing the extent of skill variety, That is, the employee uses a wide range of skills. Then task identity is one of the most important characteristics, where workers involved in all tasks of the job from beginning to the end of the production process. Then task significance is also a characteristic of job characteristic model, where workers feels the task is meaningful to the organization. Then autonomy means the employee has freedom to schedule tasks and carry them out. Then definitely we have to take into consideration the feedback, like the workers get direct information about how well the job is done, and these affects the motivation, satisfaction and the performance of the employees. Therefore, while designing the various types of structure, it is most important to take into consideration the job characteristic model. And all the functions may be handled by just one or two individuals in an organization, who are the jack of all trades rather than specialists in any particular function. But as the firm grows in size, it becomes imperative to differentiate and delegate the functions to separate size and to separate individuals. One man can no longer perform all the functions, and even if he can, he would not have the necessary skills or knowledge for it. All the functional specialists report to the marketing manager, who has overall responsibility for marketing. Depending on the relative importance of each marketing functions to the overall effectiveness of the marketing organization, a function may either be organized separately or clubbed with another function. Further, the organization of each marketing function within the overall marketing organization may vary from firm to firm. Then we have sales as an important component, and a team of salespeople performs the sales function, as we all know, and they are responsible for actually selling the product or the services. The product may be sold directly to the actual customer. This is known as the direct sale. The product may be sold to distributors, wholesalers, retailers, or other intermediaries, who in turn sell the actual customer. This is known as the indirect selling. A firm may sell either directly or indirectly, or uses a combination of both. These are three basic methods in which the sales force may be organized. And we have geographic division, product division, and customer or market channel division for sales organization. Sometimes it is wise to have the sales force organized on a geographical basis when the area of sales coverage is very large and there is a marked difference in the market and buyer characteristic of these areas. The entire market is divided into regions or zones, and each region has its own sales force. Such an organization implies a geographic division of authority and decision making. This type of sales force organization is very widely used and is effective when there is a single product or a range of similar product to be marketed to many scattered markets. When a firm has a wide range of product, each significantly different from the other in terms of its physical or technical characteristics, the sales force is usually organized around each distinct product or product groups. The basis for differentiating the product may be the technical process involved or the customer characteristics, so that the salesman specialized knowledge of technology can be efficiently used. Thus, there is a separate sales force for each type of product. Another method of organizing the sales force is based on different customer groups served or the marketing channel used to reach the customers. A company marketing television set has two distinct sales teams. One team serves the distribution and the wholesaler, while the other team is engaged in selling to institutions such as hotels, schools, universities, which buy in large number. The company finds
it useful to have this distinction because the methods and channels used for selling to these two customer groups are different. Many companies also find it useful to have a separate sales team to sell to the private sector, public sector, and other government bodies. A company manufacturing computer peripherals, printers, disk, and consumable items such as magnetic tape, disk, or pen drive has one sales team selling to original equipment manufacturer, who are also known as OEM, who uses these items in assembling their own branded computers, and another sales team selling to computer retail outlets such as Computer Point, iNext, or eZones, which retail these individual items on per piece basis. Many companies use a combination of the above basis for organizing the sales force. At the head office level, the sales team may be divided on a product basis, but if the market is very large, the team may be further subdivided on a geographic basis also. Thus, there is a sales specialization at the product level as well as the market level. Then we have some divisional structures also, which means a division of a collection of functions working together to produce a product. Like division creates smaller and the manageable parts of a firm, and divisions develops the business level strategy to compete. A division has marketing, finance, and other functions, and the functional managers report to divisional managers, who then report to the corporate management teams. Then we can have product structures also, like the division created according to the type of product or services manufactured or provided by the company. Then we can have geographic structure, that is the division based on the area of a country or the world where they are serving their products and services. Then we have market structure, that is the divisions which are based on the type of customers served. While doing such type of division, we have to take into consideration the distribution aspects also. And distribution, as we all know, refers to the physical movement of goods from one location to another, that is normally from factories to the customers or to the market. In organizing the distribution function, the objective must be to find the least cost physical distribution method, which allows the managers to serve his customers most effectively. There are three types of physical distribution organization. The first is where the company has one plant and delivers to a single market. In this case, the plant is usually located close to the market, or the godowns or where the warehouses is next to the plant, and the cost of distribution is relatively low. Like for example, this kind of distribution can be found in the case of perishable products and the confectionery such as bread and butter. The company may use its own sales force or distribution, who in turn use wholesalers and retailers to reach the actual customers, or they can also go for a combination of both distribution and its own sales force team. In the second type, there are many geographically far-flung markets which are served from one plant. The manufacturer can choose to ship directly to customer in each market, appoint regional or town level distributors, set up their godowns and branches in each important center, or they can also use a combination of any of these. The third case is where multiple plants are catering to multiple markets. The two problems in this situation are of minimizing the transportation cost and the stock carrying cost at their current level of facilities, and deciding whether the combination of existing godowns and distribution center is the most cost effective one or not. At the manager's end, he has to make decision regarding the number and location of godowns, the type of transportation to be used, and the strength and role of the sales force. The decision regarding the sales force has to be taken about the type of intermediaries available, There are wholesalers, stockists, super stockists, distributors, commission agents, and freight agents, which are also known as C&F agents, who can act as middlemen for moving products from one location to another, that is from godowns or from warehouses to the final customers. The combination of intermediaries varies from company to company and may also vary within the same company also for each type of product or for each type of market. Then we have product management organizations also. In the product management organization, the functional organization works well when there is a single product. But when there are multiple products and the products are very different from one another, the functional marketing organization is no longer effective. The functional organization cannot possibly coordinate all the aspects of the marketing mix of each of the diverse product, with the result that some products are neglected and eventually becomes money losers. Such a situation gives to the concept of a product manager. In a product management organization, the marketing organization is differentiated based on different products. Each product or product group is assigned to a manager who is known as the product manager. The product manager is responsible for managing all aspects of the marketing mix about the specific product. Thus, in a multi-product firm, we have to have many product managers as the number of the product increases. If there are many brands within the same product, as in the case of soaps or detergents, each brand may be assigned to an individual manager who is known as the brand manager. And that brand manager has typical responsibilities related to the managers, like they are responsible for advertising, like a major responsibility for advertising strategy, getting advertising campaigns prepared and the type of media which will be selected. Then they are also responsible for sales promotion, the sales related aspects like determination of budget, setting the strategies, measuring and evaluating the results from the market. Then they are also responsible for market research, new product development and research and development activities, and they have to collect all types of information from the market in terms of feedback from intermediaries as well as from the final customers. The product or the brand manager is also responsible for distribution, promotion, accounting and finance related areas, and the major responsibility is product modification, the real or the exact time of launching the new products, test marketing related areas, and coordinating and communicating with different types of agencies for promoting different types of products which the company is providing. The product manager plays various roles which involves developing product designs, strategies, marketing plans and monitoring the progress of each and everything. His role also involves providing information related to the product and being an interface with the departments within the organization and outside with the customer, distributor and advertising agencies. The first three roles are self-explanatory, but the last two needs more elaboration. And in today's competitive world, a manager's power is based on information or access to the information he has. This is especially true in the case of the product manager, who is a man placed in a conceptual and informational hub of the organization, and to maintain a competitive position and profit for his producer and with his performance exposed to higher management levels. He must strive to be the best informed man about any aspect substantially affecting the future of his product. He must arrange and nurture several information interfaces, and the product manager has several diverse responsibilities other than these. To discharge these responsibilities, he has to interact with other departments of the firm, Though on paper the product manager is assigned all the responsibilities, in practical terms, he is rarely given the requisite authority to effectively discharge them. At best, he may be given direct authority over one or two areas like advertising and marketing research. For getting cooperation from the other department, he has to use all his pervasive charms and skills, which may not work all the time, resulting in conflicts and tensions, which can also create stress. And it is this interfacing aspect of the product manager's role which has potential for all types of conflicts and leads to erosion of his power. Responsibility without authority over resources could reduce the role of a product manager from that of a product mini president to a bureaucratic clerk. Instead of being a decision maker responsible for product, the product manager is reduced to a low level coordinator only. These problems can be solved by clearly defining the limits of the product manager's role, giving him authority over the resources which affect his product's profitability, taking into account areas of potential conflicts between the product manager and other functional specialists, and establishing a system for their amicable settlement. Despite this role ambiguity and potential for conflict, the product manager concept is gaining acceptance worldwide, and in many multi-product firms, each product team includes junior and middle-level managers representing marketing, manufacturing, research and development, and purchase functions. The organization on a product team basis has led to a greater decentralization of responsibility and decision making within the company, and the result is vastly improved performance. The product manager concept introduces many advantages to the marketing organization. Firstly, given the increased complexity of the marketing mix and diversity of products and brands, the product manager concept offers a way of coping with these complex marketing inputs in a balanced manner. It ensures that all products and brand get proper attention and no product is allowed to languish. Secondly, it introduces flexibility into the system as the product manager can act quickly to the changing market conditions, since he has the overall responsibility for managing the product of as well as the profitability associated with it, and also does not have to waste time over long in terms of taking consultation or advices. Quick reaction and timely action sometimes prove to be the winning factor in a fast changing market situation. Third, the product manager concept provides a focal point for integrating and coordinating all the efforts and resources for planning for the future managers, as they have been exposed to all the operational aspects of management, which is marketing, finance, production, and other operations. There are some disadvantages to the product management organization also, apart from advantages. The anomaly of responsibility without control over resources and lack of a direct line of authority leads to a situation in which conflict is always simmering under the surface, ready to explode at the slightest provocation. A product manager is a situation that can be aptly described as jack of all trade but master of none. A product manager has a general and cursory knowledge of all functions but no specialized skills in any one function. On technical point, the product manager has usually too many interfaces to manage, which consumes a great deal of time, with the result that important strategic decisions may be delayed or even ignored. The product manager concept may turn out to be costly, as even minor products with a small sales turnover are assigned to full managers. In recent times, product managed organizations have been undergoing several changes. In many firms, the product manager has been given way to the product team. The product team is arranged vertically or in a triangular form. Some other companies have introduced the concept of horizontal product team. A leader who is supported by functional specialists heads each team. The horizontal product team organization considerably reduces the potential of developing conflict with other departments. And since the product manager has an independent resource pool of function specialists. Finally, some companies are combining 2 or 3 brands or products under one product manager. And this is done when the products are individually not important enough to require full-time attention, or they serve similar customer needs so that clubbing them together is meaningful and can help serve the customer better. If the marketing manager wishes to adapt a product management approach, he must define the role in precise terms, clearly specifying the limits of his authority. Moreover, he should bear in mind that the contribution of the product to the company's total turnover justifies the expenses of a full-time product manager. This is all for today's discussion. We will meet again. Have a nice day. Thanks to all of you.